It doesn't say anything.
The notes literally just say
Hey,
food production facilities. Like everything else,
right here.
everything else has like something to. By the way, what the fuck is sprayed on this? Did you? What food is on this piece of
We
paper?
can't say it in case my mom watches, but it's.
Japan, Tokyo, Japan, Tokyo.
Welcome back to the almost Welcome. I'm so sorry. I got you.
Let's fix this real quick.
I got you, buddy. Welcome back to the Almost Spicy podcast.
Yeah, here we go.
There we go. It wouldn't be spicy.
We getting a little saucy today, not gonna lie.
Welcome back. I'm here with my co-host, Dr. Sebi.
Yep, that's me.
But I got a few of these. Hold on.
Who the fuck is that?
You don't know Dr. Sebi? We got a lot of conversation to do.
We got a lot of things to catch up on.
Scoot a little that way. I'm here with my co-host, Trinidad James.
Yep. All gold on my chain, bitch.
Oh my God. Okay, I got my last one. I'm here with my co-host, Machiavelli. No, but let's be serious. This is Benjamin. My name is Franklin. That was my last one.
As you can tell, we're a little sauced up right now. We did a wine tasting, coming very shortly to a platform near you, and a wine store.
And a wine store, Minnesota.
Yeah.
And then soon international. Or at least national.
National. Hopefully you're going to get at least a bottle of wine in your hands.
At least one. Even though the package comes with 6. We hope you could get at least one. No, this is crazy, man. Thanks for coming back. Episode 3.
Here we are. Here we are. We're in a new place.
New place.
Actually, let's kick it right off. So, like, moving.
I moved.
Because this is like something both of us are like going through right now.
We're both moving.
I
forgot you moved too.
So originally, like, he was like outside of the cities. Now he's like literally heart.
I'm downtown right now. We're downtown.
Which is crazy because like if you can see the view right now,
and we'll show you.
It's just a building, but
it's just the Four Seasons.
It's just the brand new Four Seasons that just.
Don't tell them it's the Four Seasons Edina.
True. Yeah.
Too self-conscious with it, but we moving, and you are now. You got a little spot in Dinkytown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's like Como area. Mm-hmm. It's
party zone.
Yeah, party zone for sure.
Minnesota, man. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Shouts out the fam. Shouts out everybody.
For real. Like we've been getting a lot of love. Like I've been getting a lot of texts from people just like, hey, like I love the podcast and stuff. And that's awesome to hear.
Thanks for checking us out.
We appreciate just like checking us out because this is just something we're doing.
Yeah. It's episode 3.
It's episode 3. We're on.
Our contract is only 5 episodes long, so we'll see if it gets renewed.
Yeah, we'll see if our network keeps us, because like they've been fighting us.
Yeah, they didn't like that last one. No,
they didn't like that last one.
All that Dr. Sebi talk. No, they did. Yeah, we got a few topics to get to
it was
today.
Bill Gates. We mentioned Bill Gates.
Yeah, we instantly got.
We might have to cancel you after this one.
Yeah, no, I tweeted from the Almost Spicy account that we're being throttled. But no, man, thanks for, we hit the 10 subscribers. We're almost at 20. It's all going great, man. So we really appreciate y'all. We got a few topics here. Do you have anything you want to start off with? Or?
Well, I kind of just was like on the topic of just like moving because like this is something that's like very interesting because like, you are making another move again. You've been pretty consistent with moving, like
almost every year.
3 years, yeah.
Which is, the leases are like a year long.
Yeah, and it's interesting because if you don't know anything about what it's like living in the cities and then outside of the cities and then coming back, it's a very like weird experience.
Yeah.
Which you've done a lot of, like you.
Yeah, we were in and out.
You've been in and out.
Yeah.
Very consistently.
Yeah, I mean, just over the last, since I moved out of my parents' home, so it's just like 3 years, and it's. The independence is great, but then you kind of working to pay the bills, working to pay rent, and it's not that cheap of a place, but we figured we need at least 1 bedroom. First, we were gonna just get we just need a little studio to stuff our stuff in. But we're like, that's no way to live. So it's tough out here. I think the average national rent in the United States has hit $2,000,
which is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you're really thinking about it, like, that's not livable for most people's wages.
No, yeah,
whatsoever.
it's crazy. No, I mean, just if you look at the minimum wage and whatnot, and stagflation. We're here talking about stagflation, inflation. Let's go a little bit. I was trying to get more centered. We can see ourselves. It's a bad thing. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
No, yeah, moving is crazy. Like, I know you're taking your time too. We took a little bit of time.
Yeah, I'm definitely, so like, I'm moving, so I actually, like, officially it's like June 12th as we're filming this right now, and we officially got our keys like June 1st, but I started like painting. I ran out of paint.
God damn it.
And like I was just a fucking idiot and kept like forgetting to like buy more paint and like remembering what the color of paint was, because you got to get like the exact one, you know?
Yeah.
And like, so I was just like going back and forth because I live like 30 minutes away from my place.
In the suburbs.
In the suburbs. So like just driving out there constantly, especially
no,
with gas prices
oh
now,
God.
It's like,
can we talk about it?
It doesn't make any sense. But like literally, so I helped somebody like move to DC like this past week.
That's crazy.
So like it was kind of just like this whole thing where I was literally like, I started to like move in, and then I'm like, okay, I gotta help somebody.
Time to help somebody move to another state.
Yeah, move to another state, and then
God.
I just haven't had time for myself to actually move in, because like I have to paint first before I put anything else in. So like I just got the paint, so hopefully this next like probably Monday I'm just gonna go all out and
tomorrow.
Finish it, and
Good.
And then by my plan is like by next weekend to be like almost fully moved.
And you're gonna be staying there.
Yeah, and I will be staying there
Okay.
throughout the summer. Like,
It's
a short term. Like we picked up, it's a sublease, and we're picking it up just till the end of the summer.
Okay.
Which is fine, you know.
It's
It's a cheap place, and
it's
fine for what it is. And
hey,
I've got an awesome roommate too. Like she's really cool. So
hell yeah, it's all about keeping it moving and doing new things and changing the energy, because that's all life is. It seems like it's just energy and keeping it interesting. Because I mean, just like for me, I just don't love staying in one kind of mind headspace or like kind of this kind of stuff, So.
Yeah, and I feel like I've done that like for so long, and I'm like I'm at this like weird crossroads where I'm like so many different eras of my life are like coming to an end, where it's like I'm like moving out. I am leaving a job that I've been at for like 3 years. Like there's like so many different things that I'm just like kind of like transitioning into. This is a little different, and it's a little like scary, and it's uncertain. But
definitely, uncertainty is at the bottom of it, at the top of it, or whatever.
Whatever. But but this is like a chance, at least for me, for like a like significant move of growth and like experience, and just like being able to try something new and.
Oh yeah, and we hope everyone out there is also keeping it moving, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
And
right now, I'm in need of a job. I gotta find like
who's hiring.
Who's hiring?
He got fired. I don't know why he came back. No, I'm just kidding, buddy. Cheers, episode 3.
Cheers, episode 3.
Let's keep diving into it, man. I got some stuff here.
Let's go.
We're talking socioeconomics, but mostly marriage and population growth.
Okay.
So a few theories here. We're talking about Roe v. Wade. We're talking about abortion.
Yeah.
If you can't get an abortion, that means the child's going to be born. They want us to have more kids.
Yeah.
And they want us to get married because married people are more likely to have kids.
Yeah.
It's more intense when you focus on the abortion, so let's focus on the abortion part.
Okay.
The kids are born, and they want more kids to be born because they need the labor market to stay consistent. They need workers.
Yep.
You're gonna run out of workers. You can't just have everybody retire because then it's over. So you need. They're pushing.
And that's the thing. Like we have like majority of like workers are still baby boomers. Like realistically, like
a majority. Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, don't quote me on that, but
it's just so much.
It is so much because a lot of them don't necessarily have full retirement accounts and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're not able to. No, they have to keep working.
Yeah.
In this country, for better or for worse, I mean, it's.
Yeah, well, and that's the other thing too is like when they do retire, they'll completely wipe out Social Security.
And that's another thing, right? That they say it's drying up, and you know, of course, you have Sanders pushing for an expansion and whatnot, which is great. But I mean, we feel screwed, right? As youngins, like, we've been paying it. You know, I've been working for 10 years of my life.
Yeah, exactly.
And just like every paycheck had that deduction, so it's kind of crazy. I can't read my own handwriting here. Abortion. I spelled abortion wrong. No, but I mean that's kind of the agenda, right? That we're kind of seeing. They want people to be born. Yeah. And you see Elon Musk tweet this shit all the time, like, and I know we talk about him too much here, but it's just like, he's like, you know, have kids, like, we need it.
And he himself, like, has fucking, like, eight kids, I feel like. I'm exaggerating. I think it's like 6 or 7 or something like that. Yeah. But, like,
he's doing his part.
But, yeah. And well, that's the thing too. It's like 6 or 7 with like
6 or 7,
4 different.
Right. Yeah. All of them are living inside of Grimes's shed in Calabasas. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know these people's lives, man. I just wanted to bring that up. This is my next point. The $10 trillion asset manager BlackRock buying Ancestry.com.
That's nuts.
In a similar move to Google buying 23andMe. And this is the whole thing with that. You give your 23andMe test or whatever, your results, they give you your results. You have to send in DNA to get these results. Yeah. So you send in the DNA, whatever. You didn't know all the things that you signed before you did that. Now 5 years, 10 years, 20 years later, when you have a disease and you need your old DNA for the technology to like use your old DNA to heal you, they'll sell you your DNA right back for tenfold.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Especially like BlackRock, and correct me if I'm wrong, BlackRock was the one that was like a part of the whole like Facebook scandal and everything else, or am I tripping?
I don't know if they were. They have their hands in a lot of deals from real estate to Ancestry.com. So I'm not 100% sure. Are you thinking about Cambridge Analytica?
Oh yeah, no, I think I was thinking about Cambridge.
Yeah, no, BlackRock, they're buying all the houses too, like with Zillow and whatnot.
Okay, yep.
And so that's in the case where they buy our houses and rent them back to us. So we'll never be able to buy.
And that's like the craziest thing, because I know like in my neighborhood in the suburbs, like we had a few houses that like went up for sale. They were for sale for a day and were bought like that.
Jesus.
And I don't think they were bought by actual people.
That's the crazy part. Like, and they're buying neyborhoods in a row. Like that. That's wow.
And I think one of the houses they literally paid, I want to say like, like 50 to almost 100 over sticker.
1,000?
Yeah.
Jesus. Wow. You've been hearing about that all over the place,
which is
too.
Nuts.
Look, I wish that would happen to me. I'm in that hot zone, but you know, life is life.
Life is life. So, do you still have that place?
I still have it. Still for sale. Yeah. I might have to rent it out again.
Yeah.
But because I'm like, Zillow, come by my place. Come torment me. I'm always complaining, but. Yeah, no, it is crazy though. I mean, I have a little thing, but like we're talking about these legitimate, like like single family homes, like whole blocks of them in desirable areas. You can say where I'm at, it's not like super desirable for a lot of people, but there's some desirable ones where it's like even those are getting bought out. So like, the point is they want us to be renters kind of forever.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and that's the thing, because like, I mean, the biggest thing for like a lot of these companies is like, you look at a balance sheet and you want assets. And like homes are really good assets. Yeah. At the end of the day, and so like, and they're income generating assets. So it makes sense why they're buying all this shit up, because like we saw this like giant skyrocket of like all these homes, and like basically like COVID, people were all trapped inside apartments, and what did they want to do? And then we're talking like young professionals, like they're paying like probably $2,000-$3,000 a month for like, not a huge place for sure. Right. Which that's a mortgage.
Yeah, it is. More than
that is a gigantic mortgage too. That's an expensive home.
Yeah. What's crazy right now too is the interest rates going up too. This is the thing about what you're saying about the prices going up. What I've kind of found out is it was kind of manipulated by BlackRock and Zillow, so they would buy the house over asking price.
Yep.
So that the house next door would be worth more.
Yeah.
And then they buy that one too.
Yeah.
So then it's just like...
Isn't that crazy?
It's just all kind of smoke and mirrors.
Well, yeah, and that's the crazy thing. So like I took some real estate courses like in like at least Minnesota, like everywhere is like vastly different for real estate, right. What the requirements are. But like the courses that I did take through like the real estate courses is very interesting because like the value of a home, there's many different like factors that are dependent on what makes a home like its value.
Yeah.
And of course like market value. If somebody is like going around and being like, okay, I'm gonna pay this much for this house in this area, that will directly correlate everywhere else to go up drastically.
It's manipulation at the end of the day, and
so my parents got their home like reappraised, and I think it was like the highest, like it was above when they bought it, like before the recession in 2008, which was also a really high like market for buying a house.
Right.
I
mean, of course, that bubble.
Which is crazy, and like they like literally, I think it was because there was like several houses down the street that got bought out by a large corporation.
Wall Street.
Yeah.
And then it's really crazy, man, how these markets are manipulated. Because I'm also looking at the stock market and the cryptocurrency market,
which rip because it's just getting torn to shreds.
Yeah. And you see some of these corrections, just like some of these listings or tickers going down 40 to 60% from their all-time high, and those are recession levels.
Oh yeah.
Ultimately, so this is where strategy really has to come in for a lot of us investors. Even if it's like dollar averaging, where you buy the same amount, every week, and it doesn't matter if it's low or high, like it's gonna average out. I'm still very bullish on Chainlink now that they have announced staking.
Yeah, I'm still very much invested in Chainlink.
Yeah. Hold those links because you're gonna need them. You're gonna be able to generate money off of that.
Yeah.
Those tokens. So that's terrific.
So. I hope so.
And here's something I don't know if I told you is just I follow some astrology girl on TikTok, and
I follow some astrology girl.
10 to 15 accounts, but no, but it's basically she's saying that the astrology correlates with the market. You hit the bottoms every full moon, and then I think every new moon is when we're seeing all-time highs. Like if you look at a chart, like I'll show you, but it's like
that's interesting.
Yeah. I don't think I'm messing those up between the new and the full, but one or the other. But
yeah,
that's really crazy stuff.
That is very interesting. I mean, like right now, I mean, it's hard to say and even the stock market is drastically.
Oh no, that's something else.
That's taken a hit quite drastically too. I mean, like we're in this weird point where it's like we're seeing like we have at least in Minnesota we have like one of the lowest unemployment rates I think in the country. I want to say.
Yeah.
But like still statistically, the rest of the country still has like I want to say like maybe 5 million unfilled jobs.
Wow.
Which is like kind of
at least, I don't know. Something like that.
Something like that. Like that's not like a direct.
But then like 3 million people looking or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there's more jobs.
There's more jobs than there are people to fill them. So it's like, and that's why we're seeing like this like drastic like change in like people are able to hop jobs. And get like more pay because like basically they're just
leverage.
Like, they're like the actual the retention budgets are significantly smaller than the actual like budget to actually hire somebody. So like they have a larger budget to like bring on new talent. So they're willing to like instead of like somebody that's been there for like 3 years. They're not going to give them a equivalent $50K pay boost to somebody that's brand new, just
bonus.
starting.
Come with us. That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
It is really intense.
I mean, like even this past Christmas, we saw like Apple, like all those big Silicon Valley companies that were paying well over $100,000 in stock to employees just to retain them. Just to
like, don't leave, please. Just like kind of contract work, like stay this amount of time at least, or
no, it was literally like a bonus.
It's just like this is great. You love it here. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, that's crazy.
That is
100,000. I didn't even hear about that. That's insane.
And
today it's worth 90.
It was for it is worth no, but it was all for like people that were like coders and stuff
engineers. Yeah. No, I mean the demand is crazy.
But and the other thing too is like that stock though, like if you like really think about it, like that's not stuff that they can just take out immediately. Like when you get like stock and you're like, if you have stock options in a company, generally speaking, you can't actually withdraw that. I want to say like 3 or 5 years down the line.
Or you get nothing, like it's worth nothing if you try. Like,
No. Like
you can't even do it.
The SEC does not allow.
You can't even do it.
Yeah, you can't even do it.
That's wild. Yeah, no, I just heard about this Luna kind of thing tied with the Theyre network, and the guy who created that shit, like, it just came out that I think he successfully withdrew like $2 billion with this shit, and then the shit crashed. Like, why do you think it fucking crashed? So it's kind of crazy, man. I don't know.
And a lot of the stuff. Yeah, there's actually this active lawsuit going against him.
Really? Yeah. No, this is all pretty fresh stuff coming out. It's tough times, man. I know a lot of people, they get turned off. You know, it's a long-term game, these markets, and like you see all your money disappear. It is really, really disheartening. But this is the thing to remember: it's not a loss until you sell. Buy my fucking shitcoin.
Please do make us rich, but don't sue us.
Yeah, don't sue me, but send me your coins.
Send me your coin.
What else do I got here? Going back to Almost Spicy, we had some comments, some good comments and bad comments. They tell us to not even read the comments, but we just love the conversation going on. In regards to anything that is interesting.
Honestly, like, comment like your favorite part of like what we're talking about, or even just like just comment, just a comment, say what's up or something. We love to see that.
Because with the chair conversation, I know Anna from Redstone, she had given us some facts about literally the percentage of people like with disease leading. Sophia. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was like
Sophia.
Anna.
It's a different person.
It's a completely different person.
But no, she laid down some facts.
She did.
No, and I really appreciate that.
She literally had like a fucking like bibliography.
Bro, the percentage, bro. Because we're just talking shit and just like, chairs are killing people. And she's like, no, chairs are literally killing people at 16%. You know. So, we love that.
I didn't even start that conversation. This man just went on a full rant about how chairs are killing people.
Hey, run that episode 2 back right after this one if you haven't caught it. As far as the guy who commented that I'm a girl or something like that, listen, buddy. All right, so now we have the Supreme Court. This is something I learned. The Supreme Court filed in a ruling that the police does not have to protect U.S. citizens. It's fucking mind blowing.
That doesn't make fucking sense.
Look that shit up.
They're literally like the
motto
is like
protect and serve.
Well, yeah, protect and serve, but they're like
bullshit.
No, there's like a specific term for it, like guardians of civilians or something.
Oh God, it's all trash. It's all propaganda. Look it up. Supreme Court ruling says that police do not have to protect U.S. citizens. This is the only job, like, the only thing that they have to do, the only task that these cops are told. They say, get home safe. That's the only thing that they're told. So that means, like, if you have to kill somebody, like, get home safe. Like.
So this is April 18th, 2022. This is from prospect.org.
Jesus Christ.
Police have no duty to protect the public.
Did you hear? Hello? Police have no duty to protect the public.
The Supreme Court president holds that American police have no legal obligation to protect the public. That's very interesting.
Isn't that fucking shocking?
And
but nobody knows that.
Kind of the nerve to say that after like literally you have all these shootings that happen. Literally like you have an entire police force that didn't fucking do a thing.
And you're talking about Texas, right?
Yes.
Uvalde? Yeah. And that's where this kind of stuff kind of was leaking. Like, well, they didn't go in because they actually didn't have to. They can pick and choose where they want to be. Because, like I told you, bro, their description at the end of the day is get home alive. That's what they're told on duty. Isn't that crazy?
I mean, like, granted, like, yeah, you're putting your life on the line and like...
Or not, you can choose to not.
Yeah, you choose to not. And, like, that's a lot to ask of somebody, no doubt. And, of course, this is a job, too, like, at the end of the day.
Nobody really wants it right now, too.
No, like, you should at least have, like, some level of, respect in that regard, that you do lay your life on the line in certain aspects. There's no doubt.
Yeah, you could be wrong place, wrong time, but so could anybody too.
Exactly, anybody.
Yeah.
And and there are situations that go far beyond just the random call and it's a cat or something. You get a school shooting.
Yeah,
it's you're gonna go into a building with a potentially deranged fucking person. And you may or may not lose your life.
Yeah. It's a super tough call, but ultimately it boils down to that it's a call. Yeah. It's not a responsibility.
Yeah.
They're not tied to it. So that's why you had, in that case, parents going in, and then ultimately Border Patrol police having to be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm going in there and what are you doing? Kind of thing.
And that's the nuts thing too, because those guys, I remember reading one guy literally borrowed somebody's shotgun.
Jesus.
And went in there, guns blazing. Yeah.
Christ. Like a parent or something?
Yeah, it was
That's
a parent.
Crazy.
But he was I don't think Border Patrol, but it was something along the lines he had served time of some sort. Where
I understand.
He
knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing.
He was going in to kill. The threat though, to kill the threat.
Yeah. To definitely neutralize
the situation.
But
no, that shit's crazy though. But the amount of manipulation on this shooting specifically, what I just found out is there was a mom we all heard about her. She was handcuffed for trying to go into school to save her child, and then she was released from the handcuffs.
Got her kids out of the
Then
school.
she went in.
Yeah.
And then you had the cops going in to get their own kids. Point is, this lady, she was on parole.
Really?
Yeah. Or
that's fucking
probation.
That.
But she was on probation before that. So then that happens, and then she gets a call from the city or the police force, and they're like, don't talk about anything that happened because you're on probation and we will put you in jail and this will violate your probation. So then she goes in front of a judge and says, this is crazy, what do you mean? And then the judge is like, yeah, we would never, I would never enforce this, and then now she just gave her first television interview yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
So the amount of surprise, they don't want us to know anything. So that's, hopefully here on this show we can definitely deliver some good information that maybe it's not anywhere else. But yeah, no, it's crazy, and just rest in peace, and it's scary, man. It's really tough.
Scary. It's funny because I follow a lot of people from high school and stuff like that who are very pro guns, everything else, just for the sole reason of I like seeing why they think the way they think a lot of times. Of course, yeah,
you gotta have both perspectives on the
timeline. Having that multiple perspectives and views, but every time I see a school shooting or something like that, and their response to it, it's never something that's logical.
Right. It's an excuse kind of thing.
It is an excuse type of thing. I literally saw one person. It was more along the lines of they had, I don't know, fucking. It just didn't make sense.
It was
just no, we need an AR-15. It's
you need it.
No, you don't. No, that's literally the reason we have a semi-automatic rifle that goes through and kills all these people.
No, those bullets shred through, and then I saw a really great video that went viral. Some Marine was why do I have to go in for training every year to be able to handle these kind of weapons and go through these things to be in the United States Army?
Yeah.
But then an 18-year-old can just buy it.
Yeah.
And we don't want to give any light to this psychopath who I think it's dead now anyway. But he got a job, he saved up, and he bought it. And it's I saw another video where the child tries to buy cigarettes, alcohol, or whatever, and no, and then he goes to buy a gun, and then they sell it to him at a gun show. So that's really crazy, man. Yeah, our condolences for real. Yeah, and just to finish up on the tragedies in the whole world, really. But we can only focus and really can only do anything for our communities, right? It's hard for me to do anything about Iraq or whatever. but I can try to do something around my community. But this is something that just a thought. The world is filled with tragedy worldwide and ignorance to solutions that interfere with profit. So it's really always comes down to the money, and we've touched on this before, but I'll read it again. The world is filled with tragedy worldwide, and there's ignorance to solutions because they interfere with profit. Mm-hmm. So that's my take on that. Mm-hmm. And another thing, Sriracha's going extinct? What?
What a fucking transition, let me tell you.
No, but like, I thought this was an Onion article when I saw this. I guess chili.
I found this shit out yesterday because somebody was like asking for a hot sauce, and then somebody brought up, it was like, yeah, Sriracha's going extinct. I was like, the fuck are you talking about? We've got like 8 bottles of it at work.
In the back. No, you're crazy. You scoot a little bit that way. Okay. Dude, that's crazy. They say that, and then I saw a comment like, oh no, Chinese ketchup. I was dead, bro. Like, I don't know if this shit's going extinct. I like it, but it seems like a bottle's lasted a whole year. So, maybe we'll go to the store after this, and that's all we really have to do.
I'm amazed that there's a shortage.
They're just stopping the manufacturing.
Oh, really?
Is what I read. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wait, expand on that. So like,
all I read was that the owner of Sriracha, and she probably looked the shit out of it. That's why we have 2 computers, but we don't use them. We just stare at the screensavers.
I spell it. I'm sauced right now. I can't even.
This guy hasn't had anything to eat and thought it was a good idea to try 6 different wines available in the wine party.
And then continue drinking wine after that.
Because we had the podcast. We've had this plan for a week.
Our last podcast, we didn't drink any wine. Our first podcast, we drank wine.
Yeah,
so
now we're like, we like the wine.
It's also a Sunday at 4:00. So.
Exactly. And we started drinking it. We won't even tell you, but it's a long day. We're working right now, man.
Currently, due to weather conditions affecting the quality of chili peppers, we now face a more severe shortage of chili. Unfortunately, this is out of our control, and without this essential ingredient, we're unable to produce any of our products.
So
nuts.
Let's go buy some Sriracha and put that deal on eBay.
This is also from the LA Times, just so you know. We're quoting our sources.
Now I'm thinking we should get Travis Scott to sign a few of our Sriracha bottles, and then we'll sell them for like $30.
I think that's a great $30.
Well, I don't want to rip anybody off. It's like it's Sriracha, but then it's, in the Astroworld. This is what I saw going back to.
No. We can't include Astroworld. That's bad juju.
Did you hear the sounds of that place? They were transmitting some intense sounds.
No, you mentioned Astroworld, you're getting a lawsuit.
Listen, we already did it in the first. Check out episode 1 if you want to hear us talk about Astroworld, man. God damn it. All right. Here's another deal. And now we're talking about the chili shortage, but what about this? Food production facilities seems like they're being terrorized on purpose. And this might just be like the conspiracy tinfoil hat, but there's been so many food production facilities that have just been burning up and igniting in the middle of the night.
There have been so much food production facilities. It says it right here.
It doesn't say anything.
The notes literally just say food production facilities. Like everything else, everything else has like something to. By the way, what the fuck is sprayed on this? What food is on this piece of paper?
We can't say it in case my mom watches, but it's weed.
That doesn't.
Oh no, that's barbecue.
No,
he just smelled my notebook.
That
send help,
dude.
Let me see this shit.
It's like food. It's like sprayed food on there.
Can you pull anything up on this food production facilities? Because you're right. That's all I wrote. My old boss shared a list of just like different spots just getting destroyed, bro. This shit's going crazy. What do we got on this? And we'll take a moment for our sponsors. Los Faroles Wine Party Varietal Pack. 6 bottles. Let me get the box for the podcast. 6 bottles of wine, 1 pack. Get it at your wine shop today, or ask for it to be stocked. You seen some of this stuff?
Yeah, I am. But it said Essex, which like.
Excuse me.
It's not the United States at all.
Oh really?
Yeah.
This could be a worldwide issue too. We can do some more investigation on this.
I could be wrong. But
But it's, you know, if you put the tinfoil hat on, it's like, okay, who owns the most farming land in the United States? Once again, our friend Bill Gates. What's the agenda? We don't know.
we can't talk about Bill Gates anymore.
Can we just bleep the Bill part?
Like if we continue to talk about Gates,
We should talk about Matt Gates.
Matt Gates. No,
He's a fashion icon. No, I'm just kidding.
he's a fashion dude. He's a
AOC came out his suit.
He's a fucking creep.
Yeah, he's definitely a creep. He's definitely a pedophile that gives
100%.
children cocaine. That's your Congress
and
people.
pays via Venmo.
Yeah.
That just fucking baffles me on so many levels.
A public Venmo transaction?
Public Venmo transaction, and putting it in the notes what it's for. Like,
What was it for?
it was for prostitution.
What did it say? Like for a fun time or something?
Something along
It
those
was
lines.
something-
It was something that
Obvious,
the FBI
right?
could easily track and
And they
figure out
did,
what
right?
it was, and they did. Yeah.
That's crazy. Look at the legs on this thing. Switching back to the wine tasting. Catch our wine tasting as well, but for real, look at the legs on this thing. Anyway, this is my final point. Is this Joe Biden quote, and I really like your wrist, by the way.
Thank you.
Just like Pharrell, Jay-Z, and Pusha T, neck and wrist don't lie. That is 100% silver.
Yep. It
That
is.
is nice.
It's some Swedish brand.
I really like
bought.
that.
Yeah.
That's
Same
nice.
shit.
Wow.
Even the ring.
Ooh,
same place in
blinged
Vegas.
out. That's all
Fancy.
because of you following our Patreon. So we gotta get the account busted. No, I'm just kidding. No, Joe Biden said that the oil companies made more money than God this year. And now, like, I don't listen to a lot of the things he says, but that quote got to my ears somehow. And I just thought it was like, I always think deeper just because whatever, we're taking this, taking that, whatever, but just thinking about him saying that, it's like these kind of figures say things on purpose, like very specific things, like why would you say that specific thing? Like, who's God to you, first of all? And who do you think God is to us?
And then,
it's just a whole bunch of things.
and then on top of that too, like,
can God make money? Like, it's just kind of funny, like taking it so literally.
but even
I don't
like
know.
the numbers of like most gas companies don't compare to most tech companies.
That's crazy.
Like,
and there's definitely
if you-
some.
If you think about it,
Yeah,
like Apple, for example, does like over, like nearly $1 trillion. Well, sorry, not $1 trillion. I meant $1 billion. They do like $100 billion in revenue
A year?
a year. Yeah.
That's crazy. Are you sure?
Yeah.
You drunk?
Because like, well, they're worth. Well,
They're worth $2 trillion.
Yeah, they're worth $1 trillion, but they.
I think they're up to 2 now, bro.
Yeah.
Already. Like, isn't that crazy?
Let's look this up.
Yeah, but then I think you're right that there is a collusion with the United States government and these tech companies, man. They, you know what it is with these powerful figures, bro? You can pick and choose your enemies.
Their annual revenue for let's see, for 12 months ending March 31st, 2022 was $386 billion.
Shut the fuck up, bro. For 1 year?
That doesn't seem right. Let me look at this shit.
That sounds like that's the whole decade. There's no fucking.
Yeah, it says right there. 386.
What? Up 18%?
It's up 18%.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. And I just got a new iPhone. Guess what? One of you is winning a brand new iPhone. Just kidding. You see how expensive these things are? There's no way you would make how many billion? That's insane. I don't know if I can think about this too much longer.
Yeah, in
That's insane, man.
yeah, in December 20. I'm confused. Sometimes these numbers like don't make sense to me. Sometimes.
No.
But like, so Apple. So this is written January 27th, 2022. So Apple results of the fiscal first quarter ended December 25th, 2021. The company posted an all-time revenue record of $123 billion.
You were right. Jesus.
11% year.
Over $100 billion. Wow. No, I mean, these are the people that own this country. Like, let's be honest.
100%.
Let's be honest, bro. And I just want to say congratulations to all of the homeowners under 30 years old. I've seen a few people pop up buying homes. Shout out to everybody buying a house, making it happen, man. You've been working hard.
I do have a buddy that did buy a house.
Yeah. Congratulations to everybody, man.
It is pretty wild. I mean, it's quite a feat.
It is.
Good for y'all. I mean,
it's a smart investment, man, for sure.
It is definitely a
for
smart
sure.
investment.
And going back to the kind of BlackRock stuff, like the reason they're buying those houses, they're worth more than having money in the bank. The way we're looking at inflation right now, our money's getting eaten up.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like a traditional like rock investments are like gold, silver, like basically those essential metals that or I should say precious metals. That have stood the test of time in terms of like they will always be worth something.
Yeah. They haven't gone up crazy, but a little bit.
A little bit, but like, we're seeing like the assets of homes. Homes are very, very essential for so many.
And they survive kind of those times, like some stuff goes down, but some homes seem to stay.
Well, I mean, if you look back, 100 years ago, like there is no house that costs $30,000. That's just not a real thing.
It's
like
even
if it does cost $30,000, it's not the same size as what the house was.
Yeah. Right. No, and then you get acres of land like for those kind of prices. But it's really crazy. No, it's just like the inflation, gas prices, food prices, everything's up. So we'll have to keep an eye out on these markets. But yeah, like we said, from Almost Spicy, congratulations to all the young homeowners. And so you said you wanted to touch before we cut on a topic of moving.
Yeah. So
more moving.
Earlier more moving. We talked about like earlier, just more or less, just like moving around and
moving within the state.
But like, I was curious, is there a place you want to move like outside of Minnesota? Because like so the past literally 2 months now, I've been to the East Coast. And I had not been to the East Coast in probably like, and I'm talking like New England area, probably like almost 10-ish or so years. And I grew up going there like a lot of my life. Like a lot of my childhood was spent like fall, like the winter time and the fall time were spent on the East Coast. So like it was a really cool trip because I went with my dad and he's from Boston and I was in Boston. And that was like really cool, and it made me want to move to the East Coast.
Really,
it's like the air about that place is so much different than it is here because it's like there is this like I don't know how to describe it almost it's so different. Like people act so differently there, and that's like almost like familiar to me more than it is here. Even though I've lived most of my life here.
Yeah, I haven't heard great things about like people's like fashion out there. The only thing I've heard is just like everybody wears like the same Patagonia vest and
that's the thing. That's the thing. So like my shirt, like
beautiful
this,
shirt.
I'm kind of like an outsider out here. Like people don't wear this shit. I literally was walking downtown like Saturday night through Boston. I was like, oh my god, I'm a normal ass person here.
People were wearing
all the guys were wearing like
all Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
That's funny.
I'm a normal person here.
Yeah. I guess it's the summertime.
These are my people.
But if everybody's wearing it, then it's like
it's not as appealing. But still, it was very interesting to see because that was like kind of like that idea of like, oh, they're all wearing
boring or gray.
No, they're not.
Like, okay,
they're very. Like,
I've never been, so yeah.
I was like pleasantly surprised. Like the fashion was like they were very like they experimented with like all different types of like fabrics and looks and
you can see it. That's interesting. You can see
that. Whereas like here, like I'm sorry, people are so conservative with how they dress here.
You think? Okay.
Oh, 100%. Like if you wear shit like this is like out of the blue. Like
people will stare.
People will like kind of just they'll be like, oh, that's a nice shirt, but they will never wear it. Like
but they'll judge you.
But they would judge you.
And we got to go outside and see what it's looking like.
and that's just what the Midwest is. Like the Midwest is like this weird thing where like on the East Coast, East and West Coast, but more so the East Coast, like what people like they will say how they feel.
Okay.
Like whereas here, like
passive.
They're very passive. They will never truly say what is really on their mind.
It's tough. What do you think it is? It's the winter.
I don't know. It's because we're basically Canada.
Basically, yeah. No, it gets cold out here, man. In the summer, it's fine, but really, like November, it starts really getting cold and crazy, and you just gotta keep drinking. No, no, man. No, it's what a beautiful conversation we had, and I think we got into some topics. Was there anything else that?
Do you want to move anywhere?
Do I want? That was the original question.
Yeah, that was
right?
the original question.
Do I want? We were talking about Mexico and like, but for us, like, what's really attractive is just like keeping it moving, like the nomadic, like making that work, like really minimalizing everything down.
Yeah.
You can fit everything you have into your car or your few luggages or whatever.
That's something that I got really turned on to the idea of from like having to move like this one person like literally across the United States. That's insane. Because it's like.
Did you do a U-Haul or what?
No, so we fit everything in her car and like we moved stuff, but like she actually like for the past like probably most of her adult life had been like moving every 2 years to like different places, so she was used to like moving, but regardless like she still had a lot of stuff where it was just like I was like thinking for myself like if I move I want to have like stuff that's like easily like I like
things you need.
I can take everything apart. It can fit in places and just like not have everything super permanent, because I don't think I want to live like in one place like and settle down for like a little while.
No, not for a while. Like we're young and like
that's the thing.
And we just me and Maki just want to like minimize and just like be able to
and that's such a better lifestyle too, because like
so much of the material
it's nice when you can get to a point where I found the place that I like. I like the place that I'm at, the people that surround me, like everything else,
community,
and you can like settle somewhat and you start accumulating like things and stuff like that. That's great. I'm not at that point in my life where it makes sense for me to do that, because I'm not a person that wants to settle right now. Like I want to have like that freedom to go out and like travel the world and to do things and see things
and not have something holding you down.
Exactly.
Even like if you bought something here, like you still have that payment here, and you're like, I should probably be at home where I'm paying
X amount of money. And it's like that. No, that's not something.
Even with your current rental, it's like you can make your rent in a week or less, and easily. What I mean. So it's like it has it's no sweat off your shoulders. So that's terrific, and that's definitely where we want to get to. And just like we have the cats, and so it's a little different. But no, we were like looking just because Airbnb, even just like 1 month here, 1 month there.
That was something that, and I've been thinking about this. Like my brother, I want to like try and travel with him a little bit. But I had this idea for like more or less like spending a month like in like spending a whole year, but each month in a
somewhere
different
else,
city,
12 spots.
But with like an Airbnb.
We should do it. We were talking off camera about just like doing this, but just like ridiculous places, like being in Europe, like somewhere where we don't belong in the palace.
Exactly. Like just be doing a podcast or some.
No, we looked into like how to get the cats to Italy and stuff, and it's not cheap, like the Italy vibe. So you really have to just get the funds up too.
That's the thing. It's like so the person that I moved, like she had a cat, and it was here, and we didn't take it with us when we drove all the way to DC. And so she flew with it today, and like Jesus Christ, that
is it crazy or what?
Oh, for sure. Well, I mean, the cat has never been outside of like
the house.
The house, pretty much, So it's like it's a whole new experience. And, like,
for real.
It's overstimulated.
Doesn't eat like.
So like
peas.
from what I saw, I think the cat was fine.
No, there's services, and that's what we found out, that there's services. Like, we'll get you from there to there.
But she did pay like $100 just for the cat,
which isn't crazy. And that's in the United States, but if we're talking in Italy,
but internationally, that is.
You have to go there and like get documents first and shit. It's a whole fucking process. But no, we're gonna do it.
I'm trying to this fall just like travel. I want to spend a month just like traveling Europe. No, I'm down, bro. I'm there with you, bro. Yeah, so maybe
Europe.
You'll see us. Almost spicy Europe. Little tour that we do. Which would be very interesting.
Yeah, we've been itching a tour, so we're gonna figure it out.
We have been.
Whether it's one way or another, with one person or another.
Yeah, we'll make it work. We'll find an audience. We'll find people that want to listen
yeah,
to
bro.
all.
Fuck with us, man.
See, so like one thing, I think a lot of people that have like may not totally know this, but like, at least on my side, like he's in a band. Like we both like do a lot of different music stuff. We both like dabble in a lot of different creative fields.
Yes.
And so like we years ago we did a tour that.
I think we talked about it on episode 1, but yeah, just vaguely.
Vaguely, but it was like a test. Like
it was definitely a test.
We did something that I think we all wanted to do.
Yeah.
And it was definitely an experience I don't think I'll ever forget because it was like so different.
Yeah.
And we were on the road for like a month.
Almost a month. Yeah, damn near.
And
that's crazy.
It felt like a lifetime though. It literally like because we had gone to so many different places and done so much stuff and like that a lot of
grocery shopping in different states. And shit,
I know.
You know, 8 heads like.
Some
people want one thing, other ones want the other. But it's just about being flexible too.
It was being flexible and surprisingly like it worked.
Oh yeah. No, we had a fucking blast
for what it was. Like of course it had its rough patches here and there, but we got through it.
No, we did it. And it showed us the power of like, okay, I'm one person and I can do this with $1,000, or we're 8 people. And we have now $8,000, and now we can really do something. Yeah. That can really be, you know.
Oh yeah, and that was quite an experience.
Scaling that, you know, it's just like sure. No, and you know, it's like you learn so much. We didn't really do great promotion on that, but like now if we do something, it'd be completely different because of everything that we've learned. But yeah, man. Yeah. Never stop learning.
Never stop learning.
What did Steve Jobs say? He said, "Take LSD."
Take LSD.
My last
year. Never stop trying and never stop going.
Exactly.
I mean, that's a big thing.
Don't let failure get in the way.
No, not at all. Because it's like, I mean,
it's just the lessons, man.
It's just the lessons, yeah.
It's crazy.
And we definitely learned a lot.
Oh god,
just like. I mean, I know for myself, and I definitely grew a lot as a person on that trip. Like there was a lot of things I didn't expect.
I still have the documentary on hold. I started doing it, and I'm like, you know, everyone will see it one day. 10 years later.
It's so much work.
Yeah, dude, it's a lot. iPhone footage.
It's sporadic. It's all over the place. I wish it would.
I think I've showed you the cut that I have.
Yeah. If we had like a few more people to film it, I think it would have been a little bit more cohesive. Because it was like I was both taking photos and videos and like trying to balance everything.
And also just trying to be there too. Just like enjoy it. Yeah. My last point here that I had was the Kendrick Lamar Kodak Black tracks, more than one. I did enjoy it. I do understand Kodak is. You know, by some people's regards, a criminal. By others, you know, philosopher.
You know, I would never call him.
Well, you know, like Kendrick Lamar, you know, of course, having him on the record. And Kodak says, you know, what are you doing with Kendrick, like in the song? Yeah. And it's just, I just thought it was an interesting thing, and I did enjoy that album. Did you listen to that Kendrick Lamar album?
It's funny. So I've listened to most songs, but I haven't like really gone through all.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
Sure. It's a thick album, bro.
It's a thick album, and I think for me personally, I think I've gotten to a point where I like hip hop a little bit less than I used to.
Okay.
It's really weird because I was a big like hip hop head. I loved like rap music and everything else. But now I'm finding myself where it's like I listened to the Harry Styles album 3 times over more than I listened to. To that.
I was gonna bring that Harry Styles record up because we used it for some of our shorts. Yeah. Just some of the records to try to get viewed by more people. But that as it was song, bro, like that shit's beautiful. Like. And I haven't heard the deep cuts on it.
It's funny because that's the only song on that project that is actually like that sounds like that.
Are you serious?
Like the rest
of that kind of like minor.
The rest of it is very acoustic. It's very light. It's which I didn't like the full record of it because I don't like a lot of very like light production stuff.
Simple kind of stuff.
Simple like
something you like something that challenges you a little bit.
Yes, absolutely. I like something that challenges me, but also I like when production just has like depth and feeling, and emotion and body. Whereas like if you're only using like vocals and a guitar
and a compressor,
exactly. it doesn't like go with me.
I feel that.
Which I feel like that's different for a lot of people because
some people want it simple, songwriter.
You ask anybody that listens to that album and they're just like, it's amazing because the songwriting's so good, and it's like.
But you're focused more on the sonics.
I like the emotion that the sounds bring me
rather than the lyrics.
With the lyrics.
With the lyrics, okay.
Like the lyrics by themselves, they're touching, but
good
like
poems.
I for me, like so much of like music is just like the feeling that everything brings all in one. That kind of just I don't know.
Ties it all for
ties
you.
it all for me. Yeah.
No, that's beautiful. I definitely want to get to some good concerts the rest of this year and whatnot.
Yeah, I do too.
I feel like I haven't seen too many.
Oh, I have not. I went to one, like my roommate, her like best friend.
Oh, over at 7th Street. You told me. Yeah.
And that was a really cool. They were like wickedly good.
Hell yeah.
I was like pleasantly surprised. I mean, they're super super technical and talented, which was really cool to see. But they don't have any music out.
Oh, one of them, and they're playing the 7th Street. Wow.
Yeah, they're not like, well, they were opening.
Okay.
But like
that's still cool though.
Yeah, it's fucking.
But you're like, why don't you have shit out? Like, at least put this out, whatever you just played tonight. Like,
so like
the live recording.
Apparently, like the main guy is like not into
he's not into music.
No, he's into music. He just struggles with putting stuff out.
That's so valid.
I think he's just that much of a perfectionist.
Oh yeah, and that's that's a killer. That's not
a
good.
Killer.
Yeah. And we've all been there.
I know. I struggled with it for like.
But then you put a record out, and it's like, okay. But what we have to understand as amateurs is like no one's gonna hear it anyway. So like you gotta put it out like for any chance, But man, it's crazy though. Yeah. I mean, I had the band for a while before we put a record out, and it felt great to put it out. And I'm just hoping to get more stuff done.
Yeah.
Balance everything.
Sure.
That's a little bit about us, man. This has been the Almost Spicy podcast. I think we're coming up on the end of this thing.
We are basically coming up on the end, but I hope to start making music again soon. That's actually one of my plans.
DJ, back on my bullshit.
Actually, no. Not.
Can I buy that name off you?
No, you can't.
Fuck.
I'm hopefully planning to like sit down. I've started songwriting again, so I think I'm gonna like actually like make an individual project.
Fuck yeah.
I have no clue what it'll be titled, but it's something that I have like low key.
Yeah. I mean, the way you have studied just DAWs and programs and the amount of music you've listened to, and just experimenting with a keyboard, even whether it's in Logic or whatever, it's dope, man. And just like everybody, if you feel like doing something, just do it. Just fucking do it.
Exactly, and I want to get to a point where I can actually play instruments. That turns me on more than like actually like having to just program.
Programming is what it is.
It is what it is. Like it's cool, it's good. Yeah. But like there's nothing like more better than just actually being able to play
better. That's the Almost Spicy way. Grammatics. Cheers. My name is Francisco.
I am Ben. This has been a lovely time, lovely afternoon.
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Thanks for sticking around, man.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We got a little deep here today. Deep cuts.
Thanks for staying, man.
But thanks for staying.
We'll see you episode 4, man. Almost Spicy. Man, woman, everyone, and everything in between. We know it's a spectrum. Don't come at us. We love you.
We love all of you. Thank you for watching.
Peace and love.
Comment, like, subscribe. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers.